Any news?
I'm afraid not. I've brought some coffee.
Oh, cheers, Synth.
Shall I make some breakfast?
No, thank you.
Oh, you've got to eat something, Chris.
Stop fussing.
Well, maybe you should go to bed. You haven't slept all night.
How could I?
Look, I will wait if there's any news, I promise.
Where could she be?
Maybe she stayed with a friend.
No, we rang everyone we could think of last night.
But we haven't seen much of Zoe recently. If she's met someone, I doubt she'd have told me. The truth is, we don't know anything.
Look, she'll turn up safe.
But not here. She doesn't feel welcome here anymore.
I'm sure Terry will find her.
Morning, Zach.
Hey, Johnny.
Out and about early.
I'm going to be off early too. I've got some red-hot tips. I'll be down to the betting shop as soon as I can get away.
Hey, you haven't seen Zoe on your travels, have you?
Huh? I thought she were in a health spa.
Yeah, she's checked out.
Ah, typical Chet, eh? Staff probably didn't grovel enough. Probably booked into a five-star hotel.
No, I don't think so. Look, mate, if you do see her, give us a bell, will you?
Oh, OK, Terry, yeah. Yeah, if she's down the betting shop, I'll let you know, eh?
Back to work today, then?
Well, I don't see why not. It's Seth that should be hanging his head in shame, not me.
Maybe he's seen the error of his ways.
Well, he'll soon find he can't manage without me. Hey, I bet that sink's piled up with dirty cups and plates, and the house will be knee-deep in washing.
Not the practical sort, then.
He wouldn't know what to do with a vacuum if it got up and bit him on the bum.
Well, perhaps it'll make him appreciate you more in the future.
I'm going to leave him to stew in his own juice for a long while, Edna. Especially as you and I are getting on so well together.
Well, actually, Chris called me last night.
And me, I thought getting Zoe into that clinic was going to be the start of getting her back to normal. Now I don't know what to think.
Any news?
Oh, we're hoping you'd heard something. She seems to trust you.
I hope so. She hasn't tried to contact me, though.
She hasn't tried to contact anybody. I'm running out of places to look, people to call.
I'll ask Diane if she can have Gabby for a few hours, see if I can turn anything up.
Well, I've got my morning rounds to do. I can see if any of the clients know anything.
Look, I know Chris don't want people gossiping about this.
I understand, but I think Zoe comes first.
There we go, that looks great, that. Are you sure she's not a bit past this sort of thing?
She's dropped enough hints. It's a lovely cake.
Yeah, it's fruit. I left out the nuts because I wasn't sure if she's still got her own teeth.
Yeah, best not bother with the candles either. Could be a bit of a fire risk.
You don't reckon she'll think we've gone a bit over the top, do you?
No, of course not. I mean, it's not just her birthday. It's a welcome home, like, family party.
Yeah. We're not family.
Well, no one else seems to visit her in that nursing home, so we're like the family she ought to have.
I told you, we're not doing this so we can get anything out of her, you know.
Marlon, I'm really fond of Edith, and she likes us. Just giving an old lady a good time. There's no harm in that, is there? Come on, get these balloons blown up.
No. Any sign of her?
No, she could be miles away by now.
But not without any money.
Well, that could have been to throw us off the scent. She could have had it all planned beforehand. Tickets, money, all stashed away somewhere.
Why would she do that?
Well, she took herself off to New Zealand a few years back.
Yeah, but didn't she have a job to go to then?
Yeah, maybe, but everyone knows it was the pressure of this place that drove her out. You know what the Tates are like. Biggest mistake she made was coming back.
Maybe you made a mistake coming up here too, or have you got some work to do?
Thanks for the tea, Cynthia.
And you were supposed to be reporting back to me.
Well, there's nothing to report. There's been no sign of her.
Then get out there and keep looking.
Bet she's still not back then.
No, she's really got ump.
Women, no pleasing them.
She reckons being on net. What a gross invasion of her privacy.
I don't know how they get these ideas in their head sometimes, eh? Still, look on the bright side. Bit of peace and quiet, no more nagging.
I miss her, though.
Aye. Oh, well, flowers, chocolates, that's the usual price.
Oh, I don't know. I tried sherry, but that didn't work. And it was good sherry.
Oh. Anyway, if you're going to have to splash out big time, you'll need some folding stuff, so this is your lucky day. I've got some red-hot tips.
Hi, back door was up.
I thought Betty might leave me some clean clothes online.
Look at the state of this place. How can you live like this?
I'll clear up when we get back.
Aye, we're going to Betty's shop.
Oh, no, you're not. You can help me clear this mess up.
See ya. It's my dad. Just wanted to see how I was going on at school.
Wanted you to go home more like.
There's no chance of that. Not on his terms. How did you get on with the careers teacher?
Kept on about me going to agricultural college here.
It might not be such a bad idea.
What will we live on? I need to be earning.
Are you saying I'm stopping you going to college because of the baby?
No, I reckon it'd be boring anyway. Besides, I already know about farming. All the time I spent with my dad. I just need someone to give me a chance.
I got the courier. There aren't any jobs in there.
I reckon I'll find something sooner than you think.
He's right domesticated, isn't he?
Oh, are you? Put a penny on him and it could be Betty.
No, it won't be the same somehow.
Hey, you missed a bit in corner.
Bet you've never done that. She's very thorough.
Hey, I'm not here to take Betty's place. I'm here to get the house clean so that if she does come home, she won't walk out again in disgust.
I don't think she's coming back.
Then get off your backside and do something about it.
I did. I went and said I was sorry, but she still won't come home. I'll go and see her again. Try and explain.
I saw the local hospitals. No one's seen her.
Where have you been?
I tracked down the barmaid of this club that me and Zoe used to go to. She's not heard from Zoe for months, but she did say she'd ask around for us.
Maybe they found...
Hello? Oh, right, OK, I'll be right there. Sorry, it was just Chloe. Listen, I'm going to go out for a while.
Yeah, OK. Do you want a drink?
Bit early for me.
Is that your dinner? Yeah. I haven't got time for a break. I've got to get back to home farm later.
Pollard and Turt, two of the worst employees in the Dales, and here's us making them richer.
Well, I couldn't wait to get back. Oh, not for them, for company. I can't stand sitting round at home all day. Mind you, you two will know all about my home life by now, won't you?
Well, we only watched it because we were on, Betty. I mean, we knew we were wrong.
And, Betty, if you want to get that stain out of your curtains, what you do is just give them a good soak first. What? What? I'm only trying to be about.
It's not us you should be blaming, it's Seth.
Do you think any of this will make a difference?
Who wants to think you've made the effort? Oh, look at that. Knife edge, that crease.
Hey, up, here's your flowers.
Oh, whose garden do you nick them out of?
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
Well, tidy him up first, at least.
Huh?
Are you sure all this is necessary?
Of course it is. When she sees you, smart as paint, flowers in hand...
Repentant and contrite.
Her heart will melt.
Huh. And if it doesn't, there's a cracking new barmaid down at Malt Shovel who might appreciate them. Hey, I'm only kidding.
And what's this lot?
Oh, that's her fan mail. I'm printing it out.
Well, take this lot. Sure everyone loves her.
Yeah. Don't worry, Seth. She's as good as home.
She's a grown woman. She's under no obligation to tell anybody where she's going.
But she left her bag at the clinic. She's got no money, no credit cards.
There's no suggestion that she was taken by force.
No. She discharged herself.
She's entitled to, so it doesn't make it police business.
Not officially, no, but you do have access to police computers. Information. You ought to be able to find her.
And I've told you I will do what I can.
The Chief Constable's a personal friend. I'm sure he'll be more helpful.
The Chief Constable? Why'd you have to be so flash? All you did was put her back up.
I'm not up to your moral lectures right now, Terry. I just want my sister back, like she was. Whatever it takes.
Welcome back. I guess you didn't enjoy the trip.
I'll get you back for this.
Start threatening me, I'll get him back and they can finish the job. Might be neater. Hey, Uncle Zach could collect you in a bin bag.
How did you find me?
Well, Kane, that is the wonderful thing about having money. It really helps jog people's memories and they're all so keen to help.
You must have spent more than our nicks setting this lot up.
Yeah, well, it was worth it to teach you a lesson. Don't you ever cross me again.
What the heck are you lot doing here?
I've come to take you home.
I'm busy.
I mean, after work. I brought you some flowers.
Leave him at Edna's.
Give him a chance, Betty.
Well, he's collected all your fan mail.
Hey, give us some here.
Come on.
Oh, Betsy, there's one here that says you look like Bet Davis.
Oh, look, and there's a little lad here. He wants to adopt you as his grandma.
You see, everybody wants you back.
What were you thinking of coming round here mob-handed? You must know that I don't want this discussed in public.
You're being very hard on him.
This is nothing to do with you, Zach Dingle. There's a time and a place for everything, and you've got 'em both wrong. If you really want to make up for what you've done, it wasn't a good idea to take advice from the other two Marx brothers. Now, I've got work to do. I suggest you go home and think on what you've done.
Any news?
No. Been trying to work out what made her take off like that.
Yeah, but it's hard to work out Zoe's reasons for anything lately. I mean, the doctor did say she'd been talking a lot about Liam, though.
It's understandable. It's a traumatic time for both of us.
Oh, for you more than her, surely. I mean, you were the one that was held prisoner.
But Zoe was there at the end.
Well, I'm surprised any of you shed any tears over him. I mean, he sounded like a complete nutcase.
Liam wasn't mad. He was just disturbed. He'd had a very difficult life. If things had worked out differently...
Well, maybe you should tell me a bit more about him.
You shouldn't have taken so much trouble. I can't remember anyone making so much fuss on my birthday.
Oh, you're never too old to celebrate.
We want to make it a really special homecoming for you.
We had some grand times in this room. My sister and I used to dance the night away.
Oh, we didn't bring any music.
Oh, what'd you like? Ballroom?
Oh, no, swing. I remember going to see It Happened in Brooklyn at the Roxy in Skipdale. I thought Sinatra was the sexiest man I'd ever seen.
Oh, Jude Law's more my style.
Things were different then. 78's in the front room. Sitting in the dark in the Roxy on Saturday mornings. Had to live in your head then. We didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. Nowadays, young people expect everything on a plate.
We're not all like that.
Ooh, must have got it wrong then. Seemed to me a bright young couple like you might just be thinking this was just the sort of house you'd like to start out in.
Never crossed our minds.
Seemed the only reason I could find why you two should be so nice to an old crow like me.
OK, we did talk about the house for a bit, but we really like you, Edith.
Oh, and I like you too. And the truth is, I can't take it with me when I die. So, if you make my last days here happy, I can't think of anyone I'd like to have it more.
You mean?
I'll talk to my solicitor.
I hated him at first. I felt trapped, powerless. Didn't think I was going to get out of there alive.
And what changed?
It didn't happen overnight. I started to realise that this was about more than money. He wanted something else from me. He was so desperate. I almost felt sorry for him.
Well, they say that, don't they? They say that hostages start to get close to the kidnappers.
This was about more than that. I kept asking what he really wanted from me, but he just said that I should be able to work it out for myself.
And did you find any answers?
Not at first. He was broke all his life, drifting from one institution to the next. He had nothing, and he thought I had it all.
And that was the reason?
Not quite. My father had an affair years back. He left a woman with a baby and no money. Didn't seem fair to Liam. Both of us with the same father, but so different.
Liam was your brother?
Kane, what happened to you?
I fell down some stairs.
Got kicked down and more like.
You've got a vivid imagination.
I've seen enough of these things to know. So, what have you been up to whilst you've been away?
Nothing. Just leave me alone. You just can't keep your hands off me, can you?
I'm here in the line of duty. Right now you need to lie down before you fall down.
See what I mean? You're trying to get me in bed now.
Let's get you inside and we can talk some more.
Could have killed me if he'd wanted to. But he wasn't really after vengeance. Just some sort of recognition of who he was, what he'd been through.
You sound almost sorry that he died.
Still have nightmares about it.
It's obviously affected Zoe too. But neither of you got anything to blame yourselves for.
You weren't there. When he died, the police were already on their way. We didn't have long to work out what to say.
So what really happened?
I wanted to tell the truth, so at least his death wouldn't have been as wasted as his life. I couldn't let Zoe face a murder charge.
I thought it was self-defense.
I told her he wouldn't harm us, but she wouldn't listen.
Why did you never tell me any of this before?
Hardly the Tate's finest hour. I was just hoping that the memory would be buried along with him. But it seems it's come back to haunt Zoe.
What happened?
I have come home. Time for you to kill the fatted calf and all that.
He says he fell down some stairs, but he's obviously been beaten up.
No, the lad said he fell, and that's how it was. Thanks for your help. We can check over from here.
Look, Lisa, I know that police and Dingles don't get on, but we're here for you as much as the next person. If Kane's been the victim of a crime, then
I said we'd deal with it.
I'm sorry, Angie.
How many?
3.
Just a warning, then. Or you wouldn't have made it home, even with an escort. You must have upset someone important.
Yeah, they think so. I'm not impressed.
The minute he walks through that door, it means trouble with him. You've got to take him in hand, Zach.
Is there an end to it, Kane? Or do we need to talk?
It's my problem, Dad. I don't need the police and I don't need you. I'll handle this in my own way.
Dad, I need a job. Is there anything going here?
You and Katie are far too young to saddle yourselves with all that responsibility. Katie ought to take her dad's advice, and you ought to go to college.
So you wouldn't help me then?
I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Chris does all the hiring and firing round here, not me.
I'll ask him then.
Well, it wouldn't be a good time right now.
Is something wrong?
Nothing I can't deal with.
Hey, Seth come round to the factory to see me today.
Run out to clean laundry, has he?
No, look quite smart, flower in his buttonhole.
Well, what did he want?
Well, it seems that a lot of folk like watching me on the internet, and he's brought me all these emails from my fans round. Do you want to have a look at them?
No, I most certainly do not. If you ask me, they're just a symptom of what's wrong with the world.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, I thought you were against it on principle. An invasion of your privacy. Now, by him bringing those round, he's saying there were no harm in it.
Yeah, don't look like he's learnt his lesson yet.
Ashley, any luck in finding Zoe?
No one's seen her. How about you?
No, same story. The thing is, the state she's in right now, she could be anywhere, couldn't she?
Chris?
It's my fault.
No.
After it happened, I wouldn't let her talk about it. Not to me. Not to anyone.
You were protecting her from a murder charge, helping her.
Was I? Or was I protecting the Tate name?
You couldn't have known this was going to happen.
The truth is, I didn't want to. Or I'd have seen the signs. Tried to help her.
Don't say that, Chris.
I'll never forgive myself.
Oh.